Hi guys! So today we're going to learn about squatting. I'm Crystal and welcome back to my blog, The Crystal Vault. This is your squat rack, just a basic squat rack. This is a 45-pound bar, just your average 45-pound bar. Before you get started, you're going to want to make sure you line up the bar. It should be even with your shoulder. And then next what you're going to want to do is find your grip. I usually start with my thumb lined up at the start of the grip and then I wrap my hand around it. Some people put their pinky in the center of the grip, whatever works for you, but you're going to want to do it on both sides, whichever way. So I'll line my thumb up. Then if you do that and your hands are even, then you should have the bar in the middle of your body when you go to squat. So today we're going to do a high bar squat, which is like above the shoulder blade. You can also do a low bar squat, which is below the shoulder blade. But today we're gonna do high bar. We'll teach you about high and low next time. So like I said, it's gonna be on the top of your shoulder blade. Your knees should be bent a little bit when you go to lift the bar. You're gonna take a step or two back, but we wanna make sure that the bar is still above the safety guards on the bottom here. That way, if the weight is too heavy, you can just throw it down and you won't hurt yourself or anyone else. So then, you wanna spread your feet apart. They should be about hip width apart. You can have them a little further out, but you don't want them too far in. Your toes can also be pointed. You don't want them parallel straight. You want to put them out a little bit, but you also don't want them at a 180-degree angle, because then you'll hurt yourself. So when we go down to squat, you're gonna want to bend at the hip, not your back. Your back should remain straight. Your hips out, and you'll bend at the hips. Then when we also bend our knees, you're gonna wanna bend them out. You don't wanna bend them in. You're gonna bend them out where your toes are pointing. So now we squat. You should hit parallel. You can go below parallel, but you don't wanna hit above parallel, because then that's not a true squat. Make sure when you come up that your chest is out and you hinge at your hips. If you don't hinge at your hips, then that forces your back to bend. You don't want to do that. So to keep your back straight, you want to make sure that you're always hinging at the hips. Then you're just gonna move forward, put that bar down, and you're done. If this weight is still too heavy for you, most gyms have just like 20-pound bars, 15-pound bars. You can practice on that, or just make sure you're practicing the motion of it with no weight, and then you can go ahead and jump to free weight squat rack. That's all for today's video.